guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I've got an update all about where the London Marathon training has been for the past couple of weeks after the big half. Main thing is, let's go straight into opening a very stock of the Alphafly next percent, so let's check that out. So the Alphafly next percent are in my hands, and they actually came with a lock attached to them at the time, so that was pretty cool. You had to unlock the combination, which was still on the card, and then obviously with a pair of Volt socks. So the name of these are actually Barely Volt or Barley Volt. Not sure how you say it. I think it's Barely Volt because the colorway is not quite Volt. My full thoughts of these once I've run a few sessions in them, and also whether or not if I'll wear these for the London Marathon in place of the Vaporfly next percent, which you know I love that shoe very, very much. But they look stunning, they look fantastic. They are a very, very fast shoe. I didn't get on that well with the Tempo next percent. I had to return them because they just gave me an ache on the ball of my foot, and also they cut up the back of my Achilles. The way the shoe was molded, and obviously the way it cut on the back of my Achilles just wasn't great. And they also squeaked a lot from where the AirPods actually sit, which is there, and I put an overlay on what that is right now. So as you can see, the squeak was not good. It was just so irritating to run in. For me, I will give you that review. I'll drop that in a few weeks' time, potentially before the London Marathon or maybe just after, just because I don't want to mess things up too much if in case this shoe does give me a few Achilles issues and also pain at the ball on the bottom of the foot, just because the AirPods do create a little bit of pressure where the ball of my foot is. Not everyone gets that, but I definitely felt that on the Tempo next percent, which is basically the smallest brother of this actual shoe itself. But once I've got the miles done, I will give you my review of the shoe. Now back to the summary. So the first couple of days into the training week, straight after the big half, I ran a couple of days easy. On the Tuesday, I meant to do a track session, but I was stuck at work, which meant I couldn't actually get back in time and do it. And in the end, I think it panned out for the better. I know I don't like missing sessions, but sometimes how I felt throughout the rest of the week was actually pretty good because I missed that one. Although I still went out in the morning, it was still good, and I do tend to follow the 80-20 rule, which is running 80% of my mileage nice and easy and 20% at effort. Moving on to that Thursday, where I ran a 13k progression run, which was probably one of the best ones I've done. Second or third one I've done in this block, starting at about 4:30ish per k and sort of dropping 5 seconds every kilometre or so until you get to 13k. So I ended about just under 3:30ish, which was pretty decent. So then on that same Thursday, I did strength and conditioning training with Liam as Adrian's on holiday, followed by my third treatment of Shockwave, which I feel as if is making a huge difference. Topped that off on that Thursday, I also had my second jab as well, so royally absolutely wiped myself out, which makes the day really, really hard. Fast forward to Sunday, which was the long run, and I ran 36k long run, which included 15 kilometers at gold marathon pace. I mean, not gonna lie, mentally that was pretty tough to hang in there, to think I've got to do that for another 27k. Oh god, it's gonna be tough, but a huge confidence booster, and sort of rounded it up to 36k for one of the longest runs in this training block. So that was the week straight after the big half. Very, very solid. Ran pretty much most days, a couple of strength sessions, yoga session, and building and sort of keeping the body very, very strong. Let's just do a quick kit check. I'm in an Aeroswift singlet along with Aeroswift shorts, along with the Pegasus 38, which I've got almost like 300 miles. And then moving forward, so this is the next week after, which was last week. So on that one we did a session in the morning, which is just a shakeout, and then in the evening it was makes you want to throw up thinking about it. It was a 60-second/30-second ton of repeats, which I put up on the screen, just working just super fast, almost at that mile pace. And I'm not gonna lie, you're breathing through your chest, and you basically, your heart just wants to jump out of your body. But it's a good turnover session. It's good to get that heart rate nice and high, almost working zone 5 pretty much. And for a solid amount of time you are in that anaerobic zone, which is just going to help your turnover, help that muscular endurance for the faster pace work, which was very, very good. And moving forward to the Wednesday, so Wednesday is usually my long run. I'm actually doing one right now, like a 10, 11, 12-ish sort of mile, which is just under 20k, 16 to 20k, depending on how I'm feeling. Moving to the Thursday, which was a canova session. If you don't know, usually it's just working up and down in paces, and this was to do a warm-up. And then I did 18 kilometers of 10 seconds under marathon pace and roughly 10-15 seconds over marathon pace. So if we're trying to run 3:53 minutes per kilometer average ish on the day, I was trying to aim for around 3:43 ish, and then 4:05 ish on the other end. I'm not gonna lie, if you want to test yourself, if you really want to see how your fitness is doing and how you think you can hold your marathon pace, do this session. It's 9 reps of each, so you go 9 under and then 9 over, 18k in total. And the biggest win I had on this was A, I was doing it solo, and B, I hung in there for the whole 18k. And it sounds stupid, but sometimes those are the small wins that you can take from running, that mentally, not physically I felt okay, I felt fine, hit every single rep a little bit quicker on the ons and just a little bit slower on the offs, just because I was just trying to give myself some recovery time, dial myself into that come marathon day I'm going to be in pain, want to stop and want to go on the side of the road and just sack it off, but just to try and dig in deep. And I was quite proud of myself to do that session. And then in the afternoon, another session with Liam in the gym, which was really, really good. So we're just trying to maintain our work, and then that followed up with a long run on the Sunday in Victoria Park. Run again 13k at marathon pace, which rounded up again to another 34-ish k day. And I think in terms of our goals for London Marathon, so let's talk where we are and what I'm hoping to do. I think 2:45 is going to be, I need to have the most perfect day ever to run that sub 2:45. I think regardless, I want to beat that 2:51. I think somewhere between there, the most realistic. If I'm going to push for upper optimistic, then obviously the sub 2:45 will happen, but we're still working very hard at that pace, just trying to deliver on the day the most perfect run. It would need to be the most perfect run nutritionally, physically, mentally, weather-wise, logistically. Absolutely everything will need to be the most perfect run, because as I'm getting closer to the day, working in the gym and obviously with the shockwave, the feeling in the legs is coming a little bit back. Sometimes you do get a little bit of issue with the niggle, glute feels a little bit tight and hamstring feels a little bit tight, which you manage rolling, massaging and just getting it through day by day. But then sometimes with the treatment it's actually helped. So that is where we are, and that was the training from the last 2 weeks. And obviously this week I've started off, today's Wednesday, and I did a track session last night which was 700/300, so in total 5k of volume, and we did 5 reps, which was tough solo again. Almost run over a dog, which was not fun. So I'm going to get back to doing the rest of my run, and that is an update on where we are with training. And I will be back in the gym tomorrow with Adrian just after a tempo run in the morning. I'll catch you on the next bit of the run. A massive thank you guys for following along, for supporting the channel and obviously helping it grow. If you haven't, make sure you like this video, and there we go, 20k in the bank. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll get you updated on where we are with 25 days to go until the London Marathon. We are not far away. I hope the running is going really well. Let me know down in the comments how your training is going, and obviously how and where you are with your races coming up. So in the meantime, enjoying the last of this summer heat wave, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.